One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Will take over 1st and 10.
The give is to Williams. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling to catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
And the Buffaloes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. From the gun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. The field goal is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The missed 56-yarder makes that stop even bigger. Now the offense has outstanding field position. Caught in the backfield, it's Casey. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. He's going to take off. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Rushes on him. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Colorado Buffaloes will take over first and 10.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. The Buffaloes will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Cradles it at the 35. Oh, what a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Here's a heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
This time he's got it.
And he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And the Wildcats lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
to the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Arizona!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off play action. Looking to buy time. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
He might want another play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye weeks sometimes can take away your rhythm. And that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
And the Buffaloes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Casey. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Casey. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Casey. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, third and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. He wants to throw it again. Oh, they're after him. He's got him. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
And the Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Got out of trouble and throws. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more fit.
Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up in it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Casey. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the returner will be knocked down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Smashes through the tackle. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. They'll put in play from the 27, 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Buffaloes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Sends it downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They'll stop him at the 37, and the defense comes up with a big pick. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pulls it in. It's Casey. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the back. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Arizona runs out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be dragged down. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quick release on the RPO. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Makes the grab. Smacks him with the stiff arm. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Wants to go up top on first down. Spits it out to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Casey. They've got the first down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sends it back in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He's got an open man. Turning it on. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
I know this is isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
First half. With the score, Arizona 13, Colorado 0.
The Buffaloes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out of the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short, using the quick game. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
How about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right
there. He goes. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll throw it from the red zone. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Wants to fire on second down. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight silly. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast at the quarterback spot. Now you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious. I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that guy.
Out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Will take over. First and 10.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
He wants to change this route. The snap sets up to throw. Fires to the right. This one's complete. Bounced off his feet.
That's a great job by the receiver on that curl route. There's a lot of receivers that finish the route and they just stop. And that allows the DB to close the gap and then knock the ball away. Nice job by that receiver continuing to come back to his QB.
Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. And the Buffaloes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but
touchdown Wildcats! And the stomping has commenced. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Buffaloes will take over. 1st and 10.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. Gets rid of it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense
breaks into the open. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
And the Buffaloes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll move the tight end. The offense changing the play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
brings up.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
After the short completion, do they go for the big one on third down? From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Casey. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end of the field. But they did. It was a good play call. I like them being aggressive, especially after getting that first down.
Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Gets it out fast. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires left. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So first down will open up the final period. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Going to sling it on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Casey. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Wildcats come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Pucks it out of the air. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. To the air on first down. Working that left side now. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. The corners are walked up tight. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Arizona. Fitted in the window for the score. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Charlotte pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. The 49ers were clicking in every phase of the game, and the results speak for themselves. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Looking to throw on first down. Complete.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Finds a good hold there and gets 4 to give them a little breathing room out to the 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Great job by this defense. They started the drive with the offense backed up, in the shadow of their own end zone. Nice job being aggressive, keeping them there, and now they're going to have a chance to flip the field and really give their offense good field position.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
You got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a single point so far, and a big reason why is how well they're playing on the back end. They came into this game knowing the offense was going to try to throw the football, but they're not giving anything up, and another great job that time in coverage.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. It's complete. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw it. Skips away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. And the Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Buffaloes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
Will take over 1st and 10.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Going right to work up top. Fires to the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Man, I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Reels it in down the left side. Touchdown, Buffaloes! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Caught over the middle. It's Casey. Knocked down for the tackle.
You gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
After this, it'll be a wrap. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in.